Don't talk about nobody relying on that. Don't you give me a funny that you know when you can go and talk to me.
Got love.
Yeah.
I said, I'm leaving my notification to say that we're live, and I'm not doing it.
This is what I had.
Here it is.
Oh, have mercy.
Okay, we are ready to go into the call meeting. And I will call this into order. I believe we can dispense with the invocation and pledge. Do we need another roll call to be official? We probably do. How about a roll?
Hold on, 609, sorry. Councilmember King Bailey,
Here.
Councilmember Newton, Councilmember Jones,
Here.
Councilmember Embry,
Here.
Councilmember Mason,
Here.
Mayor Collins.
Here. Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda. I have two items I would like to add. And one of them is the package you have in, or the sheet that you have in your package from Mayor concerning the light bulbs for our recreation park. I would like for to add that. And then I'd like to also add in a subject line called the Budget Committee.
Oh, that's your,
That's
Motion.
yes.
okay. Do I hear a second?
I was thinking that we had amend the agenda and add Danny's too. Points.
Okay, any more discussion? All in favor of amending the agenda to include the aforementioned items, say aye. No, okay, that has been added to the agenda. And we'll add that to, I guess, we'll make those items E and F. Okay, so item A under general town business is the HVAC system here at Town Hall. As I understand it, and Kelly, I think, can help me explain this if need be, but as I understand it, only the lobby is affected. I believe the air is out in the lobby.
Yes, we have heat, no air.
We have heat, no air in the lobby. Are there quotes in here? We have price quotes, I believe there are two. One of which, the cheaper of which, includes repairing an obsolete system that the gentleman says if it breaks down, he cannot guarantee new parts. The higher quote is a newer system that would not have such concerns. So I asked him if it were him, what would he do? If it were his home, he would go for the higher quote, because again, he said there's no guarantee if he repairs the current system, if it goes out, there's no guarantee he can find a replacement part.
He has one compressor.
One compressor, I guess, he has one compressor and that's what needs to be replaced, but only one compressor. Where is that at? Of the two prices, so you're looking at $3,500 to replace the obsolete compressor, or $8,500, which would include a 10-year parts and 2-year labor warranty. So now's the time for discussion on this.
I thought we had, these are the lowest bids, lower bids.
Well, we haven't gotten bids. He was the gentleman, this Tim Newton and Sons came out and checked out the unit, and while he was here, he provided us.
What I got married.
That's who we use for all of them. Capital outlays.
Outlets,
Capital
yes,
outlays.
sorry.
Well, that's the original unit, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that is the original unit from when the building was built.
So it's over 10 years.
Yes.
So it's time to play out.
That was the issue with the parts, is that they're no longer making them for that
So the
specific unit.
R22 system.
Absolutely.
So,
It's a big difference, but I hate for us to get hit a year down the line and say, hey, you're gonna have to get a new one anyway,
Right.
so.
It's an R22.
I'll make a motion, we go, and that's only a 2.5 ton.
You
It's
gonna
just
find
the
me
lobby.
hard pressed to believe there's a unit.
There's
for
3
that.
different units. There's one for town
Yeah, I
hall
know.
side, one for,
I know
so
they're all
it's just,
lined up outside that
yeah.
door.
so it's, I think, I'm not sure exactly which one, but it's just the one unit.
Okay,
And
It
it don't
covers
do
the
this
lobby
room
in
and
here,
the
right?
lobby?
No, it is just the lobby.
Just the
This
lot.
room is running on a different unit.
okay. I'll make
That's,
a motion, we go with Tim Newton and Sons, across an 8,500, 10-year warranty, 2-year labor warranty.
Second,
I second.
any more discussion about it? I agree that this is the way to go, because I sure would hate to tempt me to spend the lower amount, but it sure would hurt if it went bad in a year, you have to do the newer one anyway.
Summer.
That's right, and cord and people coming and going, it'll get hot out there quickly.
that lobby gets hot just from the windows in general.
So
Okay.
my question then
Yeah.
is the 2.5 ton enough to keep that lobby cool? I mean, obviously it was enough to keep it cool
For 20
during the
years,
summer.
25 years.
Yeah, I just wanna make sure, cause the windows are big and that matters. Is there tinting on those windows? I'm assuming yes.
I believe so.
Yes.
The blinds?
Well,
Okay, well, let's, unless there's any further discussion, let's vote.
Councilmember King Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Jones,
Yes.
Councilmember Ingrid,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
yes.
Mayor Cox.
Yes. Okay, the is pickleball court lines, Councilman Mason, do you have any update on that?
Yes, I do. I talked with him and, when he originally did that, it was a flat surface. Now they built it up to high, but it's a little bit changed. But he told me that, if we did it counting the material, he bid it at $13,000 before, $100. If we did it counting material, not to exceed 15,000, he didn't think it would go that high.
So before he's able to do what, if we were to approve this, before he's able to do what he needs to do, is there any other work that needs to be done, the squaring away of the surface?
No, he actually said that, he had a crew finishing up this week and could probably start on it Monday morning.
And again, the thinking in doing this particular facet of the project now is it would be better to do this before putting up, before painting the surface and,
Oh, yeah, we need to do it.
and squaring away the,
Yes,
and the fencing as well.
yes. So if it's no water, we can do this in the fencing time, but we need to get the lights up.
Right.
The question always comes up, if we were to approve this, where do we have the money for it? Where would it come from?
All the money budgeted for the pickleball court's already been spent.
Okay.
Everything that was pre-approved last year has already all been spent.
But we could take it from,
Well, what about the money that we cut off the library we have to set aside? It went to the general fund, why couldn't we take it out of here?
that's what I'm saying.
Now, I
We
mean,
could
if you
take
use it out of that new library fund, you know, whatever y'all cap that budget at, and I can look and see exactly how much they've spent currently. The account right now has 60,000 in it. They've spent roughly maybe 9 or 10,000 so far on the windows, the tent, and like light fixtures.
Right.
Plus what we took out of it last meeting.
Well, I haven't cut that yet.
That's for that painting.
Okay, so
But that would increase their expenditure to like 19,000,
Right.
right at 20,000. So it would drop that, say, that checking account to 50, we'll say, just give or take. So I mean, that gives you 50,000 in that account to decide, okay, library has already spent 20 out of it, how much more are you gonna give them on that? But you can do that 15,000 out of it and take
I
that.
say we take this out of the library, or
Building.
so-called library
The
reserve.
account formerly known as.
Yeah, the account formerly known as the library fund, and we take out 15,000 not to exceed. That's my motion.
Yeah, that would, I mean, because nothing else is coming out of it, aside from the renovations y'all have allotted to the library.
And the landscaping.
We're gonna have to,
Yeah, that's,
you
Landscaping.
said that, we had,
and that, I haven't received an invoice, just the quotes on that.
Mhm.
But that was 1,400?
Yeah, 14, we're talking about just staying over the 1,500 account for the thing.
Yes.
So,
You made a motion?
Yes.
Second.
Before we make the motion, did you explain to her about, Kim at the library about the furniture?
I did, yes.
So she understands that she's not gonna be able to get that?
I think she understands the state of the situation. Yes.
Okay.
I just wanna-
This is
something
talking
something
about-
live and then, you know.
I
We're
spoke
gonna
with
set
her
aside
also
so much for
when
the
she
library.
realized
Yes.
that not all of that was
That's
hers.
reserved.
this is
That was
talking
the
about,
first thing she
this is
said she
talking
would
about coming out of the other, what we taking away from.
Yes. Yes. Yes, this is coming out of what we kept paying into that.
That's right, it's not gonna affect
Right.
the money that was in there until that point.
And we're gonna take, like you said, George, when we, that's part of this budget committee, I wanted added to determine how much we set aside. And we, instead of just leaving it out there in that so-called formerly known account, we move it to the library.
Hmm.
And that's the reason I said we need a budget committee to do that, and to move some of this other around so we know what we got.
All right, you made a motion. George, you seconded.
One second.
I'm gonna throw this, is any other discussion? I had something to say, but anybody else? What about, I'm just gonna throw this up there, what about the so-called alcohol account? We never talk about the alcohol account. Is that something,
Because it's not very
It's
full.
because-
is that something that this sort of thing could be taken out?
Oh yeah, it could be taken out of it, but we've been drinking out of that pond for a while now.
Yeah,
I mean, we,
As of what she's showing us, we are actually
Do you-
not good in
do you
the
have it
alcohol account.
from-
Yeah,
Okay.
we're in a deficit.
well, all of that
That's-
on the
that's-
run-in is gonna show as a
That's
deficit,
right.
even though it's just showing a deficit, so you see the difference in budgeted versus actual.
Right.
But if it's in that top column, that's a revenue column,
Right.
that's all what we have gotten.
Okay, so we do have, so what you're saying is, these in parentheses, how much do we really have in alcohol?
Okay, so all of these are expenditures, so these are expenses that
Right.
come out of alcohol.
Okay, so we could take it out of alcohol.
But this is the revenue, so that's how much we brought in this
Right.
year.
So we could take it out of alcohol.
So, how much is in there?
Being in the alcohol, that
Um,
would be base.
I would have to look to see exactly how much is in there, maybe 22,000.
How much is in there, Dan?
Well, based on, that's what we've spent out of it, and based on what's in
I would have
there,
to look. You mean go?
It's
I can go look
roughly-
real quick.
146,000. So we can take it out of there.
That's alcohol.
That's out of alcohol.
She's gonna go on it so she can get
Okay.
Okay,
some solid numbers.
so wait a minute, we'll just,
for my records, not to exceed 15,000,
Right,
who's doing it?
Williams Electric,
Williams Electric?
yes.
they're the one that's been involved with it all
Yes.
the way.
From day one.
Okay, and then all I need to know is where we're taking it from after that, okay?
So we're gonna take that out of alcohol.
Unless
Yes.
she,
unless she comes back.
Unless she comes back and tells us we got it.
unless she advises otherwise, it would be amenable to amending your.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we're gonna drain that fund completely, practically.
No,
22 minus 15 is
That's
not a
why he's
lot.
trying to establish a.
well, that's what I'm saying, though. She's saying, these are what we've got showing as expenditures, okay? But the actuals are back up top, and that's what she's going to look, and I'm showing 146.
On the
say something, take it out of alcohol, she subtracts it, even though we haven't used it. So, for instance, our generator, it's been out there for years, it's still against this, you know? And that's what we need to go back and do and say, okay, are we gonna buy a generator, are we gonna buy this, are we gonna buy that? If not, put it back. You know, take it off of this. And that's the reason I wanna set up a budget committee. So,
We got a motion and a second?
well,
Yeah.
she's gonna get a true figure in the alcohol.
We're gonna make sure she,
Mr. Mason, be patient.
we're gonna make sure she doesn't find something that would,
She's trying to work on.
preclude, preclude us.
Oh, yeah.
My fault.
She's trying to use my login, it's gonna send me a text.
I'm sorry.
I was wrong.
It was in Citizen, I was looking at.
Best and worst, better or worse,
Correct.
your report.
No problem.
Thanks.
Balance. Okay.
So it could also come out of
I will
our.
revise my quote, or
Your
my,
motion.
my motion, to do not to exceed 15,000 for Wheels Electric, and take it from the alcohol account.
Council Mason, your second still stands?
Oh, yes, it's still,
All right, let's vote on it.
Okay, Councilmember King Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Jones,
Yes.
Councilmember Everett,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
yes,
Mayor Fox.
Yes. Okay, cleanup days, as we left it last, we decided that we should have it on the old Stanfield / Chef's Restaurant parking lot. The owner given permission, but we wanted him to sign a waiver, a liability waiver. I got with our attorney, Mr. Stanfield, to craft a waiver. He hasn't gotten the waiver back to me yet. He's been busy. But, so therefore, since I haven't gotten the waiver back to deliver to the gentleman, we don't have a signed waiver. So,
Can I do this?
yeah, well, go ahead and then I have a thought.
Can I just say, let's postpone this?
Well, that was,
Because
there's a couple scenarios here. The thinking was to have it at the end of March. Even if I were to get the waiver tomorrow and the guy were to sign it and get it back, I don't think that's enough time to promote it. There's the thought of waiting until April. There's been some talk about how weather is not ideal in April, so April's not a good month anyway. It's been done in April before for one reason or another. Another school of thought is wait until fall. I've heard that Andy say, when this happened twice a year in the past, in spring and fall, there usually was not as much participation in fall as there was in spring. But that's one scenario, we could just wait till fall, or we could just not do it this year.
well, let me ask you a question. I know Jim's doing a resolution. Does that resolution relieve all liability of the town?
Yes, yes,
It will?
yes.
Because my theory is, we're gonna put them dumpsters out there, we're gonna put them trucks out there, we're gonna get the weight there, we're gonna mess up that parking lot, and the man's gonna want his parking lot
Well,
repaved.
that's the purpose of the waiver, and I asked the gentleman, I said, he'd already given permission, but I contacted him again and said, hey, if I send you a waiver, would you consider signing it? He said, I'll have to take a look at it. So he did, it's no guarantee that he would sign the waiver, but yes, the waiver would protect the town from liability if any of his property is damaged or something like that.
I know the recycle place is not as good as it was, but it's property we own.
Or that's another scenario, do it on public property. And you could also go back to doing it at the park like you all did it years ago.
Not going back to the park,
Oh,
we tore our parking lot.
Now, I will say, it is true, there's a lot more traffic near the recycling area. Last year, Eddie and his guys blocked, or attempted to block one entrance to that municipal parking lot. I don't think it worked that good. He wanted people to come in and exit a certain way, and I don't think it exactly worked out.
You know, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
We've done this for several years. It's been a great thing for the public, but we may have reached a time where we can't do it.
We may do, we may be coming to that.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't wanna do it at senior citizens.
No, we don't. No,
When I'm in through
we
there,
don't want it senior
So we
citizens,
back
we
to-
don't want it at the park, we don't want it over there in that man's parking lot. I'm just gonna say that.
I will,
I don't want it out in the industrial park.
let me throw out something. There is the alternative of doing it at Mr. Chu's property or the old Butler's Restaurant. I know he would sign a waiver. It's not exactly something that's gonna be turned into it's just a concrete pad where there was a business.
You're subject to anybody and everybody drives
Well,
72.
we had that discussion.
I'll just say, I think we forego it. It's time to stop it. We put a lot of money in it over the years. It cost us usually
Well, that's another fact that we haven't really discussed about the cost of the dumpsters.
$2,000 to $3,000 every year. It's a great gesture. We've done this for the town, but I think we've reached a point where we can't do it any longer.
And that's what I came up last month about, I called down there and they said, if you come and dump your stuff.
Well, there's no, we've learned, and I didn't know this, that there's no charge to
Yeah,
Anytime.
drop something off at the Lauderdale County landfill. Maybe we could just help spread the word that's available. And we could revisit this and possibly do it in the fall,
So I'll make a motion, we just,
I don't even think we have to.
To table it? Well,
I
now,
don't
we
think
gotta,
there's
we
anything
gotta
with that.
make a motion or a table with one.
wait a minute, Jonathan did make a motion to proceed with something in the
Well, that's
last
true.
meeting, so what was the thing that he proceeded to,
I don't think this.
what was the thing that he?
He made a motion to have it at the old Sandfields
Right,
restaurant pending
yeah.
the gentleman signing away.
And so I'm gonna make a motion that we do not have it, period, because we've reached the point where it's not cost effective for the town to do it. And we're gonna tear up that piece of property out there.
we don't
And
have,
I know the man may sign the resolution, but what if he don't?
yeah,
With-
it's too much liability.
Would
It
you,
is.
I'm gonna throw this out there, I'm just gonna ask you, would you be willing to amend that, motion to say that we're not gonna do it
this spring.
this spring, so that we could revisit it in the fall or next spring?
Well, next spring would be a different budget.
Well,
Right.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, would you consider amending that motion to say we're not gonna do it this spring?
No, I think we've reached a point where we can't do it any longer. We don't have any place that's amenable for us to put these heavy dumpsters on there. Unless we do it back behind Lee Street Cafe. And that's turned into a very busy area back there. And I just don't think we can do it, guys. I'm sorry. Some things just have to come to an end. You know?
And if somebody has a brainstorm next year, we could always revisit this
Absolutely.
and vote again.
Absolutely, we can always open it back up.
So would you restate your motion?
In case someone comes back up with some kind of place or something that we could do it, I'm all for it.
Well, regardless,
And we'll revisit it.
okay, well, do you wanna restate your motion?
I just did.
Anybody want a second?
What's the motion?
That we're gonna forego it unless we can come up with something in the future to do
It's
it.
always open to come back up.
It's always open to come back up.
I'll second it.
Yes.
Okay, any more discussion? Let's vote.
Councilmember King Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Jones,
Yes.
Councilmember Ember,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yes.
Mayor Collins.
Yes. Okay, we have a resolution for tree. Some people are gonna be disappointed, but, it's just,
But
it's,
Kelly, you gonna put something on our town page, kind of,
Yes, I will.
she know how to,
I mean, I understand some people's gonna be disappointed, but, sometimes you just can't do things.
there's not an ideal location.
That's right.
About to say.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
Actually, I don't
The
know.
location more than anything at this point.
Yeah.
all right, resolution for tree removal, we discussed this last time, I told you all about Mr. Stanfield's concern about spending public money in private property. I'm still leery about the concept in general, but I have looked at the trees, and yes, if there are two, there's one in the corner between the library and Place Pizza, if it were to fall over, it would crush the corner of the library. The other tree, it seems to be the consensus of the street department that tree, the bigger tree that's behind the library, if it were trimmed, that would be good enough. I'm told that tree is not dead like the other tree is, and that just trimming that bigger tree would be enough to protect the library.
I want to tell you, I went up there and looked at that tree, and it is.
Well, listen, that's what I thought. I went out there and I took pictures, and I called, Eddie's off today, so I called John Conner and said, hey, do you not think that both of those trees should come down?
Yes.
And he said that he thinks that, no, he only recommends the tree at the corner coming down, and he recommends trimming that big. That's exactly what I thought. It looks dead to me.
Tree's dead.
It's got a bigger trunk, but I'm just passing along what Jonah told me. So I agree with you, it looked to me like they both should come down, frankly.
Mhm.
So this resolution, by the way, gives us the option of taking them both down.
Absolutely.
If it's deemed necessary. So we're not bound to only trimming the
Gotcha.
tree. This gives us the authority to take them both down.
Right.
So how did Jim feel about it?
He was not skeptical, but he just wants us to be very cautious. He doesn't want to set a precedent. But yes, he said when town property or people are in danger, a case can be made that we can do this with the permission of the property owner and with the proper resolution, which we have. So.
I mean, let's be real, I guess we're really fortunate that they didn't come down in these 100-mile-an-hours that we just had.
Well, I thought about that. If we don't do anything, they do come down.
You know, you and I went out there and the one closest,
Mhm.
and that's exactly what we said. If the winds had not come from the west or the north like they did, if they'd come from the east,
Like they supposed to.
yes, we could have very easily had both of those on there.
Mhm.
Do you all want me to read the resolution out loud? That'd be beneficial. You got it.
We're good.
Most definitely.
I'm good.
Bingo.
Ma'am, ma'am,
I was leery, but after looking at the trees, I think we need to do this. That's my opinion, so. Anybody want to make a motion?
So this
I'll
was,
make a motion, we take the,
wait a minute,
Thank you.
Gary's got something to say.
so this is a motion for Thomas Tree. I don't have the quote in here, I had it in there last time. It was for
Okay.
1,400 from Thomas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
is
But-
that,
But now here's the thing, it will cost more at both trees.
is that for both trees?
That is to remove, or cut down, remove the stump, everything from that one tree that's closest to Clay's Pizza, and then trim the limbs back from the other
Okay.
tree.
So do you want to make a motion, setting an up to amount in case we want to remove both trees?
Can
George, what are you doing?
I'll make the motion to cut the one tree,
Okay.
leave the other one alone.
Okay, and well, we can use
Why,
the price quote that we.
why is that? Why you not wanna do both trees at the same time? What's the logic behind that?
Well, I personally don't think that big oak is dead yet. I think it's alive.
Well, I will
It's
say-
gonna come out.
You just reminded me of something. I asked Jonah, I don't know if I asked him correctly or he was talking to this recently, but he said, number one, the tree is naturally leaning away from the library.
Yeah.
And he did say it doesn't look completely dead to him, but it's a big trunk. So if it falls down toward the library, it's gonna damage the library.
I'll put it this way, I'd rather, if we even think we should have to do 2 trees, I'd rather do them both at once for the only reason that if Jim is skeptical that we are setting a precedent, if we do this twice, though it be on the same property, is it looking like a trend? That, oh, well, if we have to, we will, if we have to, we will, we have to, we will. If we're going to get 2 done in one time, then we can say, well, we only did it one time, that's all we're ever gonna do it, it was an immediate threat.
Cause you
Now,
can't.
Dennis, I had with Keith, I talked to him originally about this tree trimming, the one we talking about. And he was good with it. I don't know about cutting that big oak. And another thing, I don't believe that quote that the guy will give us covers both of them trees totally removable.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It's for trimming the one and taking down the other.
So we have to table this until we get another quote. I mean, the resolution isn't gonna go.
We can pass the resolution that still gives us the authority to do what we need to do, and we can sort out the other later.
Nothing.
I'm-
Good.
I'm making,
I agree.
I'm gonna make a motion, we pass this resolution and, decide soon whether to take both trees down, find out how much it'll cost to take both trees down, and then,
We need to go back to the landowner on that second tree, cause that's a big old oak. Now, I don't know how he feels about taking it down.
well, that's true, he may not do anything. Well, I still,
I think we need to go with the resolution
I,
for the one and the trimming, and then we can talk to the landowner and see if he would prefer for that tree to come down instead of the way it got trimmed.
well, I will say, I think the resolution covers both scenarios.
Right.
Right, that's what I'm reading.
So, yeah, we don't even have to put that to the motion, we can just vote pass this resolution.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, after we trim that tree, and if something, we do see that it's dead or eaten out hollow in some of the limbs or something, then we realize it needs to come down, then we go back to the landowner.
That's right.
Get his permission, and then we can pursue.
That's right, see what he says. We already, as long as we pass this resolution, we'll already have the authority to do that. All right, my motion is to pass this resolution.
I'll say.
All right, any other decision? Let's vote on this resolution.
Okay, just make sure I understand. This is just the resolution. This is not for paying the $1,400 to go ahead and cut down one and trim the other.
That is correct.
Okay.
Oh, it's not?
Are we going ahead and saying that we're passing the resolution and we're gonna go ahead and pay to have one tree completely removed and the other tree trimmed?
Yes.
That's,
That's our
Yes.
motion.
I will, if it wasn't clear, I'll amend my motion
Okay.
to say that. And then if we need to take on the other tree,
After we see and observe
And
the
talk to the
tree,
property owner.
and talk to the property owner, we can always come back later.
And y'all are good with
My
this
motion
coming
died.
from?
But that
Like
would
I
be
said.
still the same thing, it won't be tabled to September, October.
Right.
It would be communication to see what.
that's right, and we won't have to pass this resolution again.
No, we'll have a resolution at our pocket.
Okay. My motion is amended to reflect that.
She wants to know where the money's coming from.
Can we take that from the new library fund?
Account formerly known as.
What'd you say?
Account formerly
We can-
known
We
as.
can take it from that account,
Unknown account.
or we can take it from the alcohol.
Where do y'all want?
I think we should take it from the alcohol.
I think we're taking from the municipal court.
That is a restricted fund.
Yeah, I need my bad mix from that.
That is very restricted.
I say take it
No
from the
wildlife
alcohol
can be
account.
harmed in the municipal.
Take it from the alcohol
Yeah,
account.
I'll put it down. Okay.
That's my thought.
I will retroactively amend my motion to say we're taking from the alcohol.
All right.
Okay, so I have Mayor Cox made the motion, Jones seconded, or,
Unless there's any further discussion, we're ready to vote.
We're good?
Okay.
Councilmember King Bailey,
Yes.
Councilmember Jones,
Yes.
Councilmember Embry,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yeah,
and Mayor Cox.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we've got two more.
that accomplished a lot, guys.
Yeah.
We've got two more items that have been added to the agenda, one of which was, can you remind me what
Yeah, we're adding the quotation that
Oh.
you have from the mayor. And this is, since we have numerous bulbs out at our recreation park, we've received a quote from the mayor. They have 22 bulbs in stock. These are not 5,500 like we have in stock. These are 4,500, but there's so little difference in them, we won't be able to tell. And the good part is they can get more. So my suggestion and my motion is for us to go buy the 22, priced at $1,287.44 from there. And we have an individual who says he will install these bulbs for us. I went up there last night, George went as well. We have
I didn't
20,
get invited to this?
huh?
I didn't get invited to go look at this?
He went before I
I
did.
never get invited.
I didn't either, it's okay.
He went before I did. I went by myself.
Um,
I I couldn't get around the bill.
I'm just saying.
Kelly didn't get invited either.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there are 20 bulbs out on the big softball field. All right, one pole has 6 bulbs out,
All lights on.
all lights. I'm not so sure we have a bulb issue on
No,
that.
I don't think so either.
Right. So, we're gonna get into the crux of this and figure it out. But we do have an avenue for some bulbs. So, my suggestion is we go buy the MVR 1500 watt sports 4K bulb. And that's my motion.
This individual, he's gonna put them in.
Yes, what he told me.
He's gonna have his own list.
Craig Jackson. He works for Johnson Contractors.
Can you,
Now, who's gonna furnish the lift for
Johnson, I guess.
can you remind everyone or tell everyone how
I'm gonna
much?
follow up with him, George, to make sure he is gonna do it. He told me on the phone today, he was gonna put the bulbs in.
Can you tell everybody how much these bulbs cost that you got from the place that originally, that saw the bulbs that are already?
These bulbs that we have at our recreation park are obsolete. If you do find one, they are Musco bulbs. Jimmy Jumper and company with Musco told us, sitting here in the lobby, that if he got his hands on them, they'd cost us $150 each.
These are $51, $58.
Yes. Also, well, I've made a motion, then I'm gonna tell you the other thing after we proceed with the vote.
You don't want to go ahead and tell us now?
Well, the other thing is that I've been in touch with Randy Barnes at the Florence Recreation Department. They took down 19 poles that have LED bulbs or LED lights. Some of them are going to UNA, some of them are going to the Veterans Park area. I've asked him when he gets ready to, or finished with UNA and the Florence Park, give us a call and let us know how many poles with lights are available and the price. What we could do is take those bulbs or those lights off of those poles. Install them, of course, we would have to do some change out on the ballast and everything else. But it possibly could be still cheaper than the 120 or 110,000 that we were quoted for the LEDs on that one field. So my motion stands.
Okay. Anybody want to second this?
Oh, I'll second, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I went up to the park,
You
maybe,
second?
I went up to the park maybe about a week ago, after dark, the, DCU baseball and softball are already practicing, I think, the first game. It's, I don't know, embarrassing, it's bad, the one field, it looks like almost half the lights. The one hole has no lights, they're out there playing after dark.
Brady, please don't say that's the only thing that's embarrassing.
Well, about the park?
Okay, I'm just saying in general, but go on.
Anyway,
It's bad.
it's pretty bad, so I think if we can get a good deal on lights and take care of it, I think we probably should take advantage of that. We gotta decide where to take the money.
We had discussed, I've got it on my notes, general fund capital outlays.
General fund capital.
Yes.
All right, well, we have a motion and a second, let's vote.
Councilmember King Bagley,
Yes.
Councilmember Jones,
Absolutely.
Councilmember Ember,
Yes.
Councilmember Mason,
Yes.
Mayor Cox.
Yes. And, but you wanna bring up the concept of a budget committee?
Yes, I would like to make a motion that we set up a budget committee immediately. We need to revisit our budget. It's half through the year. We are dealing with what we don't know what is and what's not. So I'm suggesting we set up a budget committee with you, Elizabeth, Kelly, George,
Kelly,
If you don't agree with the people I've said.
well, I was gonna say, well, here's the thing, Kelly, this is really a committee, I need to pick the members of the committee, correct? I could go along with your suggestions, but, I would like to, I think it's a good idea. And I do agree we need to have a budget meeting, and it would probably be most efficiently done through a committee, and then the committee can report, to the whole council. Would you be amenable to me making that appointment, not tonight, but soon?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Before our next
I
meeting.
just threw out names.
All right. I'm not,
I don't like
You don't like it?
No, we council, I think everybody should be on the budget, that's my
Okay.
that's my personal opinion.
You-
But if you don't feel like that, me or Stephen or Mr. Newton would be on the budget, that's your opinion. But I feel
Yeah.
like we got voted as council people, so I think everybody should be on the budget.
That's not where
I mean,
my intent was
Yeah,
on
but that's,
that.
yeah, but that's
My-
how
my
I feel about
intent-
it.
My intent was to try to keep it to where just two council people and the mayor are on it. And I could have easily named you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
And the only reason I didn't, I just didn't because that's just what come up in my head.
Gotcha.
And that's to keep it so that we can be in there in the mayor's office and not have a quorum.
now, and I do have a question about that, I think it's something that needs to be clarified with Mr. Sandville, but I think a committee would have its own forum, and it would be a public meeting with, under the open meetings in it. You're thinking it's a non-forum meeting, but,
I'm thinking this committee will probably need more than just, 6 months. I think this committee right now, is that what we're looking at, possibly going with bond issue or something like that, possibly needs to meet once a week,
But-
once a month,
but-
once a month.
but you're saying a committee to report back to the entire council?
Yes.
Not to take any votes, make any decisions,
No.
but to
Just
do
vote
some
back.
legwork and then report back to the
Yeah.
council as a whole.
That's
Yeah, you
it.
just need to be specific.
Yeah. I mean,
But you're saying you would rather that legwork be done by the council as a whole?
That's my opinion, but everybody has a title to their own,
Yeah, you do.
his not right and wrong, mine's not right and wrong. Just be specific what committee that you're trying to establish.
Councilman, you be
And what are
amenable,
you trying to, accomplish, from that, that's all that is.
would you be amenable to consulting with the town attorney before we proceed with the committee or not?
me,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely, and anybody, if anybody wants on there besides me, I'll step away.
Okay.
I just put some names there.
Should we officially table this, Ms. Jeffries? Or just, allow me to talk to the attorney as soon as I can?
Yeah,
We had a motion to add
so we
the
can,
Bonneville
I
lots,
can rescind that motion.
You're
but we
withdrawing.
never had,
Yeah,
I never had a motion to add the budget committee. I had a motion, but they didn't have a second for just
right,
that part, all
So-
we had, yes,
so I'll withdraw.
okay.
So now we don't have to table it or anything.
Okay. All righty. then. So, any public comments? Any council comments?
Mm,
I have no comment. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Absolutely.
Second, anybody object to adjourn?
No.
We're adjourned.